Welcome back to the Marine Corps Movie Minute, where we break down movies of the Marine Corps 1 minute at a time. This week we are breaking down minute number 31 of Heartbreak Ridge. This week you're joined by Brian Lockhart and myself, Jack Perry. This week's minute starts with the hero, Tom Highway, walking into the bar. Well, actually, he's already in the bar. It ends with the musical stylings of One Stitch Jones. So, how's everything going this week, Billy?
It is going. I'm ready to listen to some rock and roll music.
Is that what we're going to call this?
It's something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty lively. As soon as he gets on, he seems to be well received by the crowd. I don't think Gunny Highway's a fan of his music, though.
Right. Yeah. We pick up from last minute. Well, honestly, there's really not a lot going on this minute. It
Nah.
is mostly the musical stylings of Stitch Jones, as you stated, and so we get a little MTV music video minute here.
Yeah.
It literally just picks up where Gunny Highway walked into the bar last minute. This minute, it's basically Gunny Highway finding a seat.
Yeah. Yeah. He didn't do much. Not much action.
Right, right. Oh, there's one. Here's a good one.
Yeah. It's empty.
As soon as he sits down, though, we hear the MC announce that the next act that's coming up. This is kind of coincidence that Gunny walks in just as one of his Marines is about to go up there and
Yeah.
perform. But
Exactly.
so we hear the MC just announce that back from his, let's
Yeah,
see.
wildly successful tour of Asia or something.
Yeah, that's what we said, his awesomely successful tour, and in my notes, I just had a question mark, "Really?
Yeah, yeah,
Is
yeah,
that what we're gonna call it?"
yeah. His tour
'Cause
bus was actually a bus.
right, it was a Coastal Carolina Transit.
Yeah,
Hey, he didn't have his plastic, and he had to steal some money to get home, so either it was not successful at all, or it was wildly successful, and he just had a great time YOLO and blew all his money at once.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
We'll just have to take it at face value that it was awesomely successful.
yeah. Or more Stitch Jones bullshit.
But the MC announces him as how I always think of him in these three terms: the Earl of Funk, the Duke of Cool, the Ayatollah of
Total
Rock
rock.
and Rolla,
Yeah,
Stitch Jones.
yeah. I mean, he seems to the crowd seems to enjoy him, so I guess he just plays here a lot.
Yeah, my notes was this is a much better reception than what he received at the Wagon Wheel Saloon when
Yeah,
so so here when they say Stitch Jones, people kind of get they're like into it because he starts playing right away and they're
right.
they're into it. When they said Stitch Jones at that Wagon Wheel Saloon, the good old boys were like, "Stitch Jones."
Yeah.
But I did note that Gunny's just sitting there, and as soon as they say his name, he kind of turns around to look. He slowly
Yeah.
kind of is like, "What
Uh,
the?"
yeah.
Stitch. I mean, basically, the rest of the minute is Stitch Jones performing a song, "I love you, but I ain't stupid,"
Okay.
which is is a better song than Wednesday Sex for the Sunday Lover.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I think he had a little bit more time to craft this tune.
Right. But,
Yeah.
he comes out in his Stitch Jones getup, though. He's got his uniform from what we saw him on the bus, his studded leather jacket, his headbands, and,
Yeah.
he's dancing around, playing guitar, he's pumping his fists, he's singing, but, and the crowd's into it.
Yeah.
But, okay, first off, in real life, like I said, the song is called "I Love You, But I Ain't Stupid."
Mhm.
That was written by Mario Van Peebles.
Really?
Yeah, the lyrics, he came up with the lyrics, and he helped assist with him and this man, named Desmond Nakano,
Mhm.
they developed the song, the music,
Okay.
and of course, it was performed by Mario Van Peebles.
So he actually played the guitar. That's pretty cool.
That's what it says, performed by. I mean, he definitely sang it.
Yeah, another Renaissance man.
Yeah. So that's one of his songs, and he's out there and he does it. I mean, I think he does a decent job for what it is.
No, his guitar work wasn't bad, you know.
The song's not bad. It's not. I mean, it's not going to win any
Yeah,
Grammys or
Grammys.
anything like
Yeah,
that. Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, but another thing I noted about this minute is, all right, when he was out on the road on his awesomely successful tour,
Hmm.
he mentioned he didn't have his entourage with him, to carry his plastic and stuff like that. He also didn't have a band. He was
No,
totally.
bandless.
So where did this band come from? I mean, when the MC announces them, they're already on stage, and the MC actually tends, not tends to. I'm looking just right now at the minute. The MC has a guitar and he starts playing. So
Yeah,
I'm wondering if this is like a house band.
yeah, it's possible. Maybe he just got like a side gig or whatever. Playing with the house band at the local bar.
Yeah,
Kind of get his music career started. Once that whole Marine Corps thing dries up.
right. Because they seem to know it, or maybe this is just like a musical where everybody just seems to know the lyrics and the tune.
Yeah, yeah. You got a guy in the back dancing, dancing around.
Hey, how did you know that? Well, I just heard him and he kind of pick it up. Maybe everybody's playing it by ear.
Yeah, exactly. They just kind of use whatever feels right. Just play. It's like a jazz band. Everybody's just playing their own thing.
Well, since I mentioned playing it by ear, I'll just like to share with everybody how dumb I can be at times. Since it's apparent I've misheard multiple lines already. When I was a kid, I thought it was play it by year.
Oh,
Just like, yeah, I don't know what we're doing this year, but we'll just play it by year. We'll just
yeah,
figure out.
yeah. When,
Made,
yeah, when the decade rolls around.
it made sense to me.
Yeah,
We're gonna do this? I don't know. Play it by year.
yeah.
Whatever. It wasn't
Hey,
until one time one of my uncles went up to a piano and pressed his ear against it, and he goes, "I'm playing by ear." I'm like, what the hell is he talking about?
oh.
Anyways, go ahead.
So when Gunny gets in the highway, when he okay,
Start
uh,
over.
yeah, yeah, I know, right? Yeah,
You, you,
well
you.
said. Did it? Did it? Did it? Maybe I should hum it.
Right.
So when Gummy
Gummy.
Gummy,
Gummy highway.
right, he's getting old.
He lost all his teeth in the
Yeah.
war.
Well, this fucking long nights of drinking is doing me no favors.
Anyway, start again.
Okay,
Take
one more time.
take three.
So when Gunny comes in and he's walking and he looks at well, the character that hasn't been introduced yet. Did you notice the dude that looks like the sensei from Karate Kid, the Cobra Kai dude? Do you look like? Do you notice him standing there?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
I was like, hell, he seems out of place.
He's got the sleeves cut off too, so he does look like
Yeah,
Kreese.
yeah, yeah. I thought it was funny. I was like, what is this guy?
Well, he is a Vietnam vet. He could have been hanging around Lejeune. I mean,
Yeah,
we would have. I would have assumed it was Bragg because I think in that movie he was Army, but who knows?
yeah, yeah. It's all the
Bragg's
same.
Bragg's only a couple hours away from Lejeune, so
Yeah. Oh, the only town that is more desolate and hopeless than Jacksonville
Jacksonville.
was 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 Fayetteville.
So really, there's not much else to talk about this minute, but there is a guy right at the end. It's a minute like or second 50, just
Mhm,
as it's kind of panning. You see well, first off, you see the band, pumping their fists along with Stitch,
mhm.
and of course, I noted this is a separate thing that every band in the '80s had a saxophone.
Yeah. Yep, he's the guy that's dancing in the back, yeah.
Yep. And nobody's as awesome at the saxophone as the guy from Lost Boys.
Yeah.
You know what
Oh,
I'm talking
yeah.
about? Yeah,
Yes, yeah,
the shirtless guy.
yeah. Dude was jacked. All he does is just sit around and he goes and lifts weights, plays saxophone, and bangs groupies.
Right.
That's his life.
So, but right at that minute, it's like 50 minute. Oh, jeez, I keep saying minute. Second 50. There's a
Mhm.
guy in the background. They kind of pan to him briefly. He's an older guy. It looks like.
The security guard?
Yeah, I think he's the bouncer or something. He's got a. He looks like he's got either a security guard hat or like some sort of veterans hat on. He's got the mustache. He's
Yeah.
smoking. He's sitting there, just kinda nodding his head like he's kinda getting into the music, but
Yeah.
he does seem out of place a little
Yeah,
bit.
yeah, he does. Yeah. He's
But you
like,
could see oh, go ahead.
no, it's just, yeah, I don't know what his deal is. Looking at his little uniform, look like he just like got out of work at Lowe's or Home Depot or
Yeah,
something.
exactly. Well, if you notice okay, so I'm just kinda like I said, I'm just looking around at the crowd because I think we talked last minute. I thought I mentioned that they use a lot of, extras from
Hmm.
real life.
Right.
You know, the regulars, I meant to say, regulars of this bar. So, I mean, some of these people just could be that, but right when Gunny goes to sit down, there you could clearly see he's sitting down next to 2 Marines.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
they got real Marine haircuts.
Yeah. On that heading, could you imagine you and I or any of the Marines that we serve with, we know being dressed up like Stitch Jones at a bar
Yeah.
and what somebody we knew, they would have pulled us out of that damn. You go fix yourself, Marine. You're dressed like an asshole. Get the fuck out of here. Go clean yourself up. Put some clothes on.
You know, a lot of people used to go to clubs in Greenville because college town, ECU was there,
Yeah.
and there was this one guy, I can't remember his name, and I just remember one time he was up there in Greenville and like a dumbass started harassing some of the it's obvious who were Marines and who weren't. And
Right.
he kept claiming he was some captain, I think. And he was like harassing these guys, and then somebody came up to him and was like, "You're no captain. Let me see your ID." And like a dumbass, he gave him his ID and told him
Oh.
who he was. So he got in trouble for impersonating an officer. He was put on non-judicial punishment and was restricted in the barracks for like a month or so.
Yeah, I think I know exactly who you're talking about.
But yeah, then there's they cut to a couple other Marines who are watching.
Mhm.
They're clearly Marines too, and they're just but they don't seem as pleased as everybody else.
No.
Most everybody is into this, like a lot of the women.
Yeah. Yeah, quite the ladies man.
Honestly, I mean, I was trying to look around in the background for anything interesting on the wall. Nothing really stands out. Really, just a couple of the extras
Yeah.
kind of make me laugh a little. But again, given the fact that these are guys that really went to the bar,
Yeah.
uh, and it's known to be a little bit rough and tumble, I thought that was funny.
That might be one of the guys, a security guard.
Yep. Well, actually, right when Stitch gets on stage, there's like a sign, and somebody put one of the Marine stickers on it.
Yep, I saw that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's really it. There's this pretty quick.
Yeah.
Do you got anything else you want to talk about, or do you want to just
No.
call it a day?
No, let's call it. Let's let these folks get back on with the rest of their day. Thanks for listening.
Yeah, yeah. Appreciate everybody listening, and come back next time for our highly successful podcast
Let's not
when
get
we
ahead of
discuss.
ourselves.
Right. All right. Thanks, everybody. Come back from on Wednesday for minute 32.
All right. Bye.